see if we can get all this organized. Hello, welcome to this new moon solar eclipse time. I'm Carol Cloutier with Reclaiming Feminine Fire, and this is very exciting because it's a new moon solar eclipse, new moon solar eclipse, and it's actually quite powerful. And I'm excited to be here to offer some exercises to help boost our dreams and our goals. The first thing I just want to do is talk to you a little bit about the new moon solar eclipse. And for those of you that might be like me, that are sensitive, that really feel things deeply, it's helpful for the work that I do in the world, but it's also can be challenging to feel so much when these cosmic intensities are happening, or these cosmic gravities are pulling on our inner. And you know, just like the full moon pulls on the tides of the oceans, you can imagine how the full moon or the moon pulls on our own waters. And now we have this solar eclipse time, which many people are talking about as being very powerful. And just as some information here on this earthkeeper.com speaks about this solar eclipse in the energy of the super new moon of March 8th, and the eclipse will achieve, depending on where you are, total eclipse time is going to be, it starts at 9 p.m., around 9 p.m., just before 9 p.m. Eastern time here on Tuesday the 8th, and it'll last just over 4 minutes. And so we're talking about here, among the primary themes, the energy initiated on clinical wisdom, gaining mastery of self in order to forge a greater truth. In this eclipsical energy, you will be giving the opportunity of removing illusion, removing the removal of smoke and mirrors, the requisite of finding truth, whether hidden by others or self. And let us be clear, finding truth is essential, and the ability to do so involves both the elimination of obstacles and the embracing of opportunities. Elizabeth Jones has another way of putting it, and I just want to show you. I have taken some notes. This is the way I take notes on the March Madness that some are calling. But she recommends at this time to spend some time to look at past year and the year ahead. This may help in this reflection time. It may help to show what needs to be released, what feels complete, and what is not meant to be brought forward into the next cycle. The reason being is that we're here in Pisces, and it's this new moon time, so it's a time of beginnings. There's a boost in energy to start something up. And because we're in Pisces, a very spiritual sign, and it's also the end of the zodiac calendar. So it's kind of like the end of the year feeling, where it's like, oh, okay, so if I review my year now, I can see what I need to let go, what hasn't brought fruition yet, and actually isn't being called to be brought into the new cycle. And also to most important to you, what is your dream right now? If you review the full year, you might see some dreams that came into fruition and others that actually never manifest, never germinated, or never brought fruit. And so it's an opportunity to watch and look at and see what's showing up for you in this reflection time. And we're being asked to see through the illusions, to try to really see with sober eyes, not what the ego wants and not what the ego desires, but try to ground in yourself. And I have many grounding exercises to help you if you need that. But It's a time to self-reflect right now on the year to see what you want to, what needs completed. So this is the solar eclipse new moon time. There's powerful energies that are going to be supporting you to get the insights here. If you choose and if you're willing to be open and to do this kind of practice, to do the work of self-reflecting, there's an opportunity to get this boost in energy to get the insights to your dream, insights to your goals. What is meant to be left behind? What is meant to close? What cycle are you meant to close now from the past dreams, the past goals? And what is meant to be brought forward into this new year? Because next month we start Aries and we start this new zodiac year. So this, again, this powerful time is going to be helpful. So you might as well maximize this day and take advantage of these great new moon solar eclipse energies to help you with what you're focusing on. So what you bring your attention to gets an additional boost today. So, and decide for yourself what's most important right now for you to self-reflect on. So this self-reflection may help to show what needs to be released as well, because there's an opportunity to release the old, to make a closure here to what's not serving you, what's not bringing you fruit. So you're not wasting time and you're creating space for the new to show up. Great. So I got that. It's kind of like they talk about the eclipse as being also like a crossroads here between the old and the new, and it's in our soul. What's the path you're meant to follow? Not last year, not even 2 months ago. What's showing up as your next steps on your dream or in your goal? So I hope this helps. There's lots of information out there. So if you want more cosmic information, you know, there's so many wonderful websites. But I want to give you a gist of what we're working on today. And so with this in mind, I would like for you to do, I'm going to be doing 3 scopes today. The first one is going to be about self-reflecting, taking advantage of this review time. The second one is going to be opening up to the new cycle, the new goal, the new dream. And the third one is going to be activating and boosting the new dream. So I hope you can join us for all of them. Today's the 12 p.m. Eastern time, then a 2 p.m. Eastern time, and then 7 p.m. Eastern time. So three scopes, 3 activations today. So the first I'd like us to do is, if you're willing, oh, I realize there's so much here that I'm learning about, and that's, yes, how to invite viewers here. I don't even know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. So I will just keep going. So that's great. And so, yeah, this, and I don't. So that's okay. I'm going to keep going. For some reason, my, yes, my ability, hello, number 1 live viewer, hello. Oh, please, this is my first Periscope, my first Periscope scope, and I don't even know how to invite my followers. Isn't that hilarious? So live viewer, if you can, your followers, that would be great. I'm going to have to try to invite them later after the broadcast. So here we go. Hello, Success Shaman. Please invite your followers. This is my first scope, and I don't know how to invite my followers. So I was talking about the new moon solar eclipse and how how to boost your dream. And the first step in taking advantage of these powerful energies today and boosting your dream is the first step today. What we're being called to do is to review our past year and review to be completed and closed. What goals or dreams are not growing and not bringing fruition, and what needs to close, and so that you can have space to the next step, the new. We can't just keep bringing things in and starting to create new projects because we don't have the energy, don't have space for it. And as women, on this Women's Day, we have our where we create from. We have our wombs where we create from. So this is a great opportunity for us to do that. And so self-reflection time means yes, so here we are. I have a little bit of a freezing happening on my scope today. So I'm just going to continue on here. So to self-reflect on your goal, on dream, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and imagine now. Take 3 deep breaths into your belly. You can bring your hands down to your belly and take 3 deep breaths here. And continuing to take deep breaths into your belly here. And as you have your hands on your womb and you're breathing into your belly, I invite you to imagine there's a doorway that opens to your crown, a doorway that opens to your crown, allowing your crown to be open and receiving the highest and purest of wisdom and intelligence from your most favorite place in the cosmos. And so I invite you to imagine now that you're falling up beyond the sky, towards the sun, possibly, or beyond the sun. And this is a full moon lunar eclipse, sorry, full moon solar eclipse. So there is this aspect of the moon and the sun dancing together here. And you could even go, if you like, into the space between the sun and moon where there is a dance happening, where the moon is separating, coming in between the sun and the earth, where all 3 planets, all 3 cosmic matter is going to be aligned. So go where you feel you are being called to. Could be the sun, could be the moon, could even be beyond into the Milky Way. And into the Milky Way, calling up the intelligence, the knowledge, and the wisdom there. And allow yourself to be filled by that light. Let this light come down like a tunnel down through your crown and into your core. Let this energy, this light come through, in through your crown, down into your core. And imagine that into your body, your torso, your core of who you are, there's a tunnel here. And you're making more space for this light, this energy, this wisdom to come down and into your being. Imagine that you are pulling the energy from your higher self as well. You know, we have an 8th chakra above our crowns. You can pull in this energy from yourself down through your crown and into your body, into your core, through this tunnel, this space here that is ready for receive this light, this love, wisdom. And keep breathing more space inside of you. With each breath, you're making more space for this light, more space for this opening, for this spaciousness to happen. Making more space in your body. Letting that tunnel open wider within yourself, in your torso. From the crown, torso, to your womb space, to your lower abdomen. Allowing more space for more of this divine light to come through and into your body. Bringing in more of your higher self here into your body. Feel what it feels like to have more of yourself, your higher self, more of the cosmic love inside of you. And feel what it feels like. Notice what you notice as you open up the tunnel, allowing it to be wider for more of this divine energy to come through you. And letting it fill your torso, let it fill this inner tunnel space inside you. Let it fill all your womb space, all the way down to your lower, just above your hips, that lower abdomen with this divine light and energy, wisdom and space for you here. Because what you're doing is you're tapping into your higher self, your universal self, and let yourself have more space inside of you to receive this truth here, now. Notice what you notice here. Bring in more space. That tunnel get wider still, so more of your higher self and your universal cosmic self can come in through your crown and in through your body to your womb space, to your lower abdomen. That's the creative center. So you're fueling your creative space here, nourishing this creative space. Bringing your hands to your lower abdomen, this creative center. For women, your womb space. For men, it's your creative center. And men can have a spirit womb. That's a ceremony that's done. So you can really be in balance in your ability to create in life. Breathing into this space here. I'm just going to invite you. Take 3 breaths here. Dropping into this magnificent energy that is you. I invite you now, as you're holding your hands, you here in this lower abdomen place, and just relaxing into the beauty and experience of who you are here. I invite you to review your year. Review just the important themes here. Go ahead and have a review. Go back to this time of March 2015, just prior to the equinox of March 2015. What were you dreaming? What were you hoping for? What were your goals and intentions? Follow dreams and goals and intentions throughout 2015. Throughout the spring equinox, into the season of spring, and what you were seeding. What were you hoping for? What were you hoping to grow and germinate and flower blossom? What's happening in the season of the blossoming of summertime? What was showing up in the summertime, in your goals, in your dreams, maybe in your career, maybe in your relationships, and maybe with yourself? What was blossoming? What was growing? And what was not growing? What was not blossoming that you'd hoped would be? And then continue the thread through the summer moon and the blossoming of July and the warm summertime pleasure of August, into the season of fall, into the fall equinox, where we harvest what we seeded from the spring equinox, from March equinox. Were you harvesting in September at the fall equinox? What gave you fruit from your dreams and from your intentions? What bore fruit for you through those seasons here in the fall? What were you harvesting from the spring and summer? And what was disappointing? What were you grieving in September of 2015? Grieving that didn't bore fruit, that didn't blossom as hoped it would, whether in your career, your relationships, or your relationship with yourself. And then into through October and November, as you were finishing off your harvesting and closing off the recapitulation of your year and collecting the fruit and noticing what didn't blossom and what did not bring fruit to your dreams and your goals. What happened in December of 2015 at the winter solstice? What happened at the winter solstice? Time of going inward, of preparing for the winter season, where you chop off the crops that bore fruit, where you prepare and tended to the soil of the fall time. After the harvest, you prepared the soil the soil for your dreaming into the time, that still time, that inner cocooning time, that time of going within, going into the cave and sleeping and resting, renewing yourself. Renewing your mind, renewing your emotional body, your spirit body, your energetic body, your psychic body, so that you could see in the springtime what was happening at this winter solstice time. And then the January, February of this year, what was happening for you? Maybe you didn't realize it was a time to renew your sleep and dream and meditate and rest, relax, and be on retreat. And so from this year review, what's the one thing as you review this time, one thing that you clearly see that did not bear what you were hoping for at the beginning last year? What didn't bear fruit? And sadness and some disappointment, and you may feel the loss here. And I really honor you to be with it. And honor the feelings here of loss, maybe even some bitterness in the way that, chocolate, 100% chocolate, bitter. That bitter sweetness, the bitter part of the sweetness, owning it, honoring it, and just being with it is honoring it. Acknowledging the feelings is, and what happens is when you can honor it this way with your feelings, you can bring close to it. You honor it and you let it go. Taking 3 deep breaths into your belly here. Through this. And on the 3rd breath, I invite you to say, I honor this and I let it go. I honor and let it go. Yes. I notice what you notice here. Notice what you notice. Notice what you feel here. And I invite you to bring your hands below your belly button and press into your belly just press in a little bit into the space below your belly button. Maybe about a 2 below your belly button. Press into that space and breathe 5 times into this place where you're pressing into your body. Breathe into these fingers, 5 breaths. And these are grounding breaths. These are clearing breaths. They help to clear and ground us when we're doing this kind of work. Excellent. Notice what you notice. I'm feeling some heat rise up into my body. I'm feeling more clear, more full, feeling the fullness of my energy again, more grounded. Wonderful. So now we're going to turn to the next question. What's the most optimal thing? The one dream or the one goal that is most optimal to carry forward into this new year? So go ahead and keep your hands down here below your belly button. Listen quietly to what reveals itself, to what your tells you when I ask, what's the number one goal or intention or dream you must carry forward into this new zodiac year of 2016? And just take note of it and notice how it feels. And then the third question. Before we do the third question, I want you to imagine now taking this new revelation of what is calling to be carried forward into the new year. To imagine that you're taking this, take your hands from your belly, and only take your hands from your belly when you can imagine, you can feel this intention, this goal, this dream is being transferred from the inside of your belly to your hands. Inside of your belly to your hands. So that you can hold it here. You can hold dream or intention or goal that is saying, yes, carry me forward. I need to blossom this year. Carry the seeds forward here to plant here now in the coming weeks at this solstice time, this equinox, spring equinox time. Carry these seeds forward, so that you know what you're carrying forward here. And then bring them back and place them into your belly for safekeeping until you seed them at the spring equinox. Or if you're being called to place them on an altar, for loving up, just pay attention as you have them in your hands. Pay attention to where you're being called to place them. Place these seeds that are being called to be renewed and reinfused, reseeded in the coming weeks. This new moon time, solar eclipse, is a powerful time. So what do you want to bring forward? Where does these seeds want to be placed into your body for safekeeping? And bring them there. Bring your hands there and place them there, holding your hands at that location until you feel like you've fully taken those seeds in. You can pat that area, encouraging them encouraging them and safety your body to your energy centers. And then let your hands go. Let your hands go. So that you can bring your hands now to your belly one more time. And find the third thing. Now bring your hands to your belly, breathing into your hands again so you can ground back. Creative center, your womb space. For the men, their creative center and possibly spirit center if you've received that ceremony of receiving spirit womb. It's very powerful. So us women are lucky that we have our womb, but we all have this creative center here, this energetic center. So place your hands there. And again, about an inch, inch and a half, 2 inches below your belly button. Take 5 breaths here. With each breath, draw into your center here, into this space that we have called in your higher self and called in your cosmic self. So it's fully nourished, fully energized, fully connected with the oneness of the cosmos in your body. So connect to this, the cosmos, the higher self in your body. One more breath. Notice what you notice here. This, what this space feels like. This is your self. Now asking this abundantly nourished place that is you, your higher self, connected to the cosmos. What is the one dream or goal or intention I am meant to seed with love and attention this month? You know, bring it into your lower belly. You might hear words. You might see an image. See colors. You might see shapes. You might feel a quality or even an emotion. Follow whatever shows up here. Think there is nothing. Nothing. Follow the void, the emptiness. Be with it. So that you can know what the message is. It is what it is, whether you're aware of it, understand it, can explain it or not. It's being given to you energetically, and maybe with the gift of some visuals, or the gift of some sounds or words, or the gift of some feelings or sensations or state of being. Trust showing up. If you haven't gotten what you wished, notice what your body feels like in this space as you've been asking this question. What one dream or goal or intention am I meant to seed, meant to ignite in my womb at the spring equinox time? In deep breath in. Rubbing your belly with your hands, bringing love from your hands to your belly, like you would love a pet, an adorable pet or a loving child. Really give your love to this wonderful space of wisdom and creation. And with women, the womb space is so safe, because this is the space where something is birthed. Doesn't matter if it's physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever it is, even if it's an idea, this is where we birth it. And then, which is the second chakra, the energy center there. So, loving yourself here, bringing these loving hands that have loved your creator up, bring your loving hands somewhere to your body to acknowledge this beautiful work that you've done for yourself on this solar eclipse new moon time, and the first step of understanding what closed here, what cycle is being extended into this new year, this new zodiac year, and what seeds of your dream or goal do you want to seed? If you want to seed this month at the spring, so they can be seeded and planted and nourished in fertile soil that you've taken care of, that you've cared for in the winter time, this dormant time. So now you can allow these seeds to be planted soon, preparing them to be planted here as we begin to understand what our new beginning is. This new year coming, this new zodiac year coming. I've always felt that springtime was really the beginning of my year, the beginning of what I was going to be creating. And these months up to March 20th, 21st, 19th, whatever is going to be your spring equinox time for birthing your new beginning, your new year. Knowing that these months, January, February, and up to now, have been preparing us for this time. Taking all of this and allowing it to be. Taking 3 breaths as you let your hands drop from your body on the first breath. Second breath, wiggling your fingers and toes. Third breath, coming back to this video call. Opening your eyes and keeping your eyes soft and gentle. So I invite you now to grab your journals. Grab your favorite markers. And journal, however you journal. Mind map, if you like. Take notes on what you just discovered. What cycle is closing and that you've closed today? What cycle is of theme or intention or goal are you carrying forward? And what's the new goal, the new dream for this upcoming year? I hope this has been helpful. Sending you lots of love for these beautiful beautiful steps that you're taking on this powerful solar eclipse new moon time. Join me back at 2 p.m. Eastern time, which is in 1 hour, so that we can cultivate this further. Lots of love. Mwah.